These motherfuckers are nasty motherfuckers.
Good.
No, I mean, me personally, I think it should block all signal if the car is in motion. Used to have my old flatbed Kenworth thumping into pumping. Man, we have one of the most dangerous jobs out here. We do not get compensated enough. If we hit somebody that's an idiot and they die, we can go to prison.
Listener discretion is advised. Possibly offensive conversations.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the
I said, I mean, we're having to protect ourselves from other people's fucking shit. And who knows how many fucking people out there that we're walking through STDs
Hey, you better get that back in your lane,
and
piece of shit.
and all that other bullshit that we could be going through because these motherfuckers are nasty motherfuckers.
Oh, just imagine being on that crew that has to go.
Me, because this cock in front of me don't understand what 65 is.
This motherfucker don't understand his fucking lane.
I'm fucking backed off.
Imagine trying to be on that crew that has to go re-asphalt those parking lots.
Oh, yeah, no. No, I mean, I ain't going to say I'm a fucking innocent choir boy. I mean, I've pissed behind a trailer in the grass before.
Yeah.
I've stood on the stairs. Got my piss on.
You know, grab an off-ramp, piss into the grass, but I'm not standing there peeing behind my truck over and over and over.
I mean, I've thrown a piss out of the car that pissed me off.
Yeah, well, we've all done some shit like that.
Depends on who's beside me. If that guy pissed me off trying to back in, I'll piss on his tires.
Yeah, but see, that's what gets these parking lots thinking. You hit the grass, it actually goes into the grass, absorbs, turns back into water, filters itself out.
It's organic in
natural
this
cycle. Exactly. It's a natural cycle. So shitting on the ground technically, but leaving it in a plastic bag, that's going to take how many years before that motherfucker actually degrades?
Hey, don't be giving a fucking job. He's a fucking goddamn idea. Like, oh, so look at your shit everywhere now.
Well, this is not San Francisco. We do not allow that.
No.
My point is that bathrooms are not that far away. In the event of an emergency,
those are what they call feet washing bays.
Yes, the sinks in there are feet washing bays, yes. But in the event of an emergency, you grab a camping bag, which is a biodegradable toilet bag, or you grab a roll of them from California like Tank had Mr. Owes Me $50 pick up for him.
I had the red biohazard bags. That's what I use.
Yeah, but they're also a lot more biodegradable, and they don't take near as long, but they still hold everything you need it to hold.
Mm-hmm.
But you still dispose it in a proper manner, in the correct manner, and it's not a problem. You ain't got to take a in a bag and throw it out on the ground and expect somebody else to clean it up. Is my point.
Put it on the back of the catwalk, watch it fly off.
Yeah.
No, he ties that to the handle so it can't fly off, so that when he gets to a trash can, the first available one, then he takes it off and puts it in.
This motherfucker put it in the back next to his food because it was so cold outside, and he went to go grab his food and grabbed the shit. He brought the shit back in the truck.
That's gross. That is straight up nasty.
That's what happens when you keep your food and your shit together.
Right?
I mean, I guess he could have been trying to eat the shit. Was that recycling? Nasty.
Try to get the last bit of corn that he forgot to digest.
I mean, corn never actually digests. It's a fattening agent. It really never.
Yeah, that shit comes right out.
It is not school time, you piece of fucking cock. Get the fuck driving. Would one of y'all please learn to fucking drive in front of me here? You know, this is not an active school zone. It's 65. Would you please drive?
I think all these cars need all this safety that's on these rigs.
No, these cars don't need the safety shit. The rigs don't need the safety shit. The car drivers need to
because
take...
they're too distracted. They put no makeup. They need it.
They need to take the general knowledge class and the braking class from our commercial test before they're ever allowed behind the wheel of a Class C vehicle.
Yeah. And the only safety things they need to put in a damn car is you plug your phone in to it, otherwise the car ain't going to go anywhere. And then it allows them not to access their phone while they're driving, unless it's emergency phone call.
Dodge has it. The new Dodge is coming out. Have it.
Good.
No, I mean, me personally, I think it should block all signal if the car is in motion.
Yeah.
They should automatically kill all signal if it's moving. I mean, quite frankly,
you wouldn't want to buy that vehicle. That's why
there's ways to bypass it. I mean, like, for instance, my radio, it plays movies. It's not supposed to play them while you drive, only when you're in park.
Well,
of course,
all you got to do is
attach.
all you got to do is attach the ground wire that's supposed to go to the park button onto the back stud of it, and you're good.
Exactly. That's what I did. I'll be driving down the road, watching goddamn Frozen.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
Let it go, let it go.
Dodge put it in as, because you got Apple Play, right?
Yeah.
For the iPhones?
Yeah.
Well, Dodge wrote it off as Android Play. It basically disables your phone as long as it's hooked Bluetooth. You can't do anything with your phone. It's all through the car.
Well, at the same time, then you're...
Are you talking about Android Auto?
Yeah, it's Android Auto.
I have Android Auto, and I can mess with my phone.
Yeah.
Last few rental cars I drove that had it, you couldn't.
There is no actual way to shut the phone down unless you're doing an actual phone blocker.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's not wrong, because so if I Bluetooth my phone to my radio, I can use it. But if I plug it into the USB port, yeah, it goes into Apple CarPlay and it locks it. I can only make calls and all that from the radio, no response.
Well, that may be Apple, but on Android, yeah, I plug mine into the USB and I can still use my phone. Because mine isn't a Bluetooth cable.
I don't know.
That's because Android's unsafe.
I don't know. I can't afford anything like that, so I still have 2000s model vehicles that still have turned knob radios and no push screen.
Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. My shit's 2002. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
I don't have the
my
new radio.
Durango
Mine's
has
still
it
factory.
for 2014.
But mine's still factory. My newest vehicle is an 04. I refuse to buy anything newer.
You take that goddamn factory shit out of it.
I don't want to take the factory shit out of there. It works. Why throw away perfectly good shit?
If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Throw it away and put a real system in it.
If it ain't broke, you don't fix it.
Put a real boy in there.
I've got a real boy.
Put a real boy in there.
It's a subwoofer and an amp that's still sitting in my pickup instead of in my SUV. Because I haven't hooked it back up since I had it in the old Kenworth.
Man, that's
used to have my old flatbed Kenworth thumping and a bumping.
So that
getting ready to put a system in my Durango.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm putting in that Ford Edge, but that stock is coming out for sure.
Yeah. Like, see, okay, I don't because I'm such a fucking techie here. I know that I don't even have to put a new stereo in it. I'm a techie.
Did you just say a Texas?
I'm a techie, dude. Techie. I know that I don't have to put a new stereo in.
He's up on his technology.
I do not have to put a new stereo in to hook my amp up. All I have to do is buy this little device that allows me to wire in my back stereo speakers to it. Exactly.
No,
so I don't need a new stereo.
You need one, cocksucker?
And
you ain't got to go buy
it. I do need one, so yeah. But I'm not a cocksucker, so go f*** yourself. But I do need one of those, actually. Right? But, no, I'm not. That is... That's wrong way, William. Remember that. But, no, I don't need it, but I do need one. But, no, I don't need the new stereo and shit. And we have Bluetooth that hooks off the stereo. I mean, you hook me up with the one that's in my car right now. Why in the do I need to put a whole new stereo in it when it still works and I can make everything else work for a hell of a lot cheaper than a new stereo?
Because I like fancy. You already know.
Look, I got a champagne taste on a beer budget's what my grandfather said, but a lot of things, I have a beer budget with beer taste. I don't need that extra.
Yeah.
I need fancy.
I don't need a touch screen playing the movie, going down the road. I just need a radio. I just need a radio to keep me going, to keep me happy for the little bit that I do drive my vehicle because, I mean, honestly, we all are in the same boat. We do not drive our cars hardly at all.
But when I do, I want to be able to watch porn driving down the road.
That's what your phone's for. Your car doesn't stop you from watching it on your phone. It's like these motherfuckers that are watching these big-ass tablets going down the road that are taking up half their windshield and watching porn or watching movies. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why is your foot on the dash? How the fuck did you even get your foot on the dash?
Dude, like, I ask this man. So he does it.
Like, how the fuck are you going to brake? I mean, honestly, I mean, if your feet are all the way fucking up on the passenger seat, like, how in the fuck are you braking? I mean, I seen this one guy one time. I was driving down the road. This dude had his TV in the sleeper, and he's cockeyed sideways, driving one arm, watching TV, kind of half-ass glancing occasionally forward.
It's called auto.
Called stupid shit. And I'm man, we have one of the most dangerous jobs out here. We do not get compensated enough. If we hit somebody that's an idiot and they die, we can go to prison. Even with the cameras protecting us because they did something stupid. Well, you're a professional driver. How am I going to prevent some retard doing what he did?
Yeah, well,
that is not
here's
my
the thing
fault.
about professional. NASCAR drives around in a circle. They're professional. They make way more money than me. So I'm not getting that professional pay.
Oh, I agree. We're supposed to be professional drivers, but anymore, none of us are professional drivers. We're professional steering wheel holders because they took the professional out when they started letting
and that's why
that we are considered unqualified. According to the federal government, due to our carnival years between, Kangaroo Jack there and Caveman, we found this out, that they consider us unskilled labor as truck drivers.
Yep.
I'm sorry, it takes quite a bit of skill to keep an 80,000-pound land missile between the lines and without running a bunch of retards over.
And avoid the dumbasses that do stupid.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But we're unskilled labor. I mean, we have more skill than the motherfuckers in the White House telling us we're unskilled.
Right. They can't get in here and do it.
Yeah,
I got more skill than them just by opening my eyes.
And
I'd love to see them get in.
Is people making laws for truck drivers that never even drove a truck.
Yeah. How in the do you think you have the right to tell me how to do my job if you can't do my job or have never done my job? You're looking at a bunch of statistics. Well, how about looking at the actual statistics instead of these fictitious ones that you seem to make up out of blue? Why don't you look at like when COVID, when all the cars were pretty much all in lockdown? The only time we really dealt with them was the few essential workers, even though we were not considered essential.
Yeah, there was no accidents, no nothing when we didn't have four wheels on the road.
No, and we eliminated the hours of service for 90% of the food haulers and anybody who's carrying medical supplies or toilet paper.
Look at the food jobbies on the side of the road. Okay, do you remember when they started hitting state troopers in the semis?
Yeah.
So at the end of that experiment, it was stated by the state troopers, state highways, that 95% of all violations they found were done by four-wheelers. Talking, eating, putting on makeup. 5% was done by us.
Yeah. But we're 90% of the blame, according to the idiots in the White House, idiots that are transportation secretary or whatever, making our rules. Like, stop blaming us.
Right.
It's not our fault. You are not training car drivers properly.
Exactly. Like, they blame us, but according to the state highway patrols, it ain't us.
No.
And our violations were, and the 5% violations we had were log violations.
Log violations, which, and
again,
logs should not be a thing, period. The only reason we have logs is to protect us as drivers is the only thing it should be. But why is it not helping us drivers? Why is it hurting us drivers? And the fact that we haven't, in driver culture, we have not had an actual raise since the 70s. The drivers were making the same amount of money today as they were in the 70s. Nothing's changed. Nothing. And
Just more bullshit on us.
Yeah, we've got more stress, more bullshit, more traffic, more fucking distracted drivers around us, more construction, more stupid shit going on than there ever was then. But yet we are paying, like Caveman, he's actually being paid less than the gross of us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Caveman, probably me, and then could be Silver Bullet or fucking Big Black. That's the top ranking here. I'm not sure which one of you two make the top ranking here, but I mean, I'm third in line here, but those two are the bottom of the chain, and they work for fairly large carriers. But yet the bottom of the food chain in this time, and they're still making less than what they made in 1970. Like, we are at bigger risk. We don't know if we're going to make it home. When you leave the house, it could be your last time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. And all it takes is for one fucking untrained, unlicensed retard to make one false move. That's why we're professionals.
That's why I make my kids watch semi-wreck videos before they even bother thinking about getting their license.
Well, watch what happens when you have distracted drivers. That's what I'd say. Watch the distracted drivers, because that's the issue, is distracted four-wheeler drivers. Yes, I had a ticket for eating a sandwich. I was in a set of Wiggles, and the marinara sauce was dripping down. Nobody was around me. Nobody got hurt. Yes, I paid the ticket. I was at fault for getting out of my lane. I could have finished my sandwich and then cleaned myself up. I haven't eaten a sandwich since then. At least not a meatball sandwich. I did learn. And that's part of growing up, is you learn. I don't typically speed unless I'm half drowsy asleep in my own la-la land, but it happens, you know? It's not that I meant to. If I would have realized where in the hell I was at, there was no way in hell I would have been speeding. But I did. I paid the consequences. I paid the ticket, but that's part of it. We pay it. But why are our fines so much higher than theirs? You know, if they started fining them what they fine us, bet you their asses will stop doing this.
They either stop doing it or they get worse at it.
No, they'll start fucking behaving, I promise you.
I think, personally, they should treat it just like if a four-wheeler was on his phone, treat it as you catching an 18-wheeler out here on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, what is that, like $25,000 to the company, so $25,000 to the owner of the car?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
$2,700 to the company, $2,700 to the driver.
There you go.
But if they do that, then they'll get rid of that rule.
$2,700 to the fucking car.
Yeah, but they'll get rid of that rule, though, because the four-wheelers can't pay it, so they'll take that rule away altogether.
I can't afford $2,700 either, dude. That's more than my 2 weeks together.
Then
don't
be on the phone.
But it doesn't matter what we do.
I'm not on my phone.
It don't matter.
I mean,
it don't matter if we get in the too much.
I got a speeding ticket in Oklahoma that cost me $400.
Mm-hmm. I got mine in New Mexico.
$400 for
me.
I was doing quite over the speed limit. I ain't even gonna go there because I got a hell of a break. The officer was great, cooperated with him. He worked with me. Everything was fine. And it disappeared off your record. Thank God for Oklahoma having that diversion or whatever the hell it's called, deferral or whatever. But it was still $400. Now, if a car would have been going through doing that, what do you want to bet that would have only been a $200 ticket?
Yeah.
What
if
is
that?
I got a speeding ticket in Oklahoma. It cost me $1,200 plus a suspended license.
Yeah, but you were also doing like 90 in a construction zone.
Oh, shit.
It don't matter. They should have respected my door tax.
I was doing like 55 or 45 and a 35 because I didn't realize what town I was coming into.
He's the hallway monitor.
But I learned. So now I come into town at the speed limit way before the speed limit gets to that speed limit.
Man, these knees don't work like they used to. Lord have mercy.
Like, no, we live, we learn, but why are we being punished more than the cars? Because we're bigger, because we make more. That's bullshit. Some of these four-wheeler drivers make a hell of a lot more money than I do.
Yeah.
They do nothing.
Sure.
You got these TikTok and Instagram and OnlyFans stars. They're diddling themselves driving down the road recording it that are making thousands of dollars off of that one video for diddling themselves on camera.
You making my yearly salary in a weekend.
Yeah, no, like, stop with
cocaine.
us. Like,
The only way that's going to change is you get a driver to go into office.
But we are the only people keeping the world running, and they are
No, we need to
aware.
do like
during COVID,
Sweden?
they've seen it. Canada shut it down. Sweden shut it down. France shut it down.
No, they doing right now with the farmers. They dropped all the fertilizer and shit off of their governor's door.
That was French. That was
Yeah,
France.
we need to do like
The
them farmers.
the farmers covered all of the Parliament and fertilizer and manure and all the highways around city and everything, and then the drivers started helping block everything off. The drivers joined the farmers, but that's a big problem too.
That's because they were fucking the farmers around out there too. It's like, why are you guys trying to piss off the people that grow your food?
Dude,
honestly,
what the do you think they do here? They with the farmers every day.
But see, America can't organize like the rest of them do. That's why they do. And they had to.
No, because they censor our First Amendment asses faster than you can blink.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I sent y'all a video the other day saying a guy saying it's time, we need to step up. You know, I guarantee that video is already taken down. I promise you that video is already taken down.
I mean, look at Texas. They taking a stand. How long until they get it? I don't know. They taking a stand right now.
They're taking a stand, and they're being promised $5,000 a head if they do not remove the Constantine wire.
Yeah, but Biden can't do that. He's just selling wolf tickets.
Actually, according to the Supreme Court, he can do that. The Supreme Court sided with the Biden administration about it, which is unconstitutional as hell, but whatever.
I mean,
who the hell am I to say anything?
I mean, because at the end of the day, the governor still controls the National Guard. So.
Yeah, and they've got more than just the National Guard for Texas down there.
Exactly.
Oh, on the border?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still, the federal government's threatening $5,000 a day fines against any person that is helping protect the border, even though it is unconstitutional for them to leave the border unprotected.